This recruiting class kind of came about through, I guess, years of work on a lot of different prospects. Just how does it feel to have it all now assembled and be, as you said, one of the best for the program?
It is, years and years of work that, fortunately, went our way. I think we've been involved in, a lot of fierce recruiting battles, over the years, and some that we thought we were really close on and didn't succeed. So it's nice when it all comes together like it did this particular class.
Brandon, what's been the reaction to this the last couple days? In your building, but also from the outside world, and are you hearing from people? I mean, it's obviously a pretty big splash.
You get the congratulatory, messages, but we also play 3 games, next week in 3 days. So I probably haven't been on, social media or as much maybe as some other people.
The 2 you got this week, big pedigree, huge names, but also Libby's in the mix and Tatiana. I mean, can you just talk about the entire class and its potential to be among the best in the country?
Well, I think, sometimes you have to identify and appreciate the player that got it started, and that was Libby Fandel. We are super excited about her and, what we think she can bring to the table. But I think she is a player who other good players want to play with. And that helped us to further, the recruitment of those other prospects. I think Tati is obviously the most underrated of the 4. But I think that what we see in her is tremendous upside. And, we just had a few fifth-year seniors who had really good careers here that maybe other players didn't see in them what we saw in them, and they turned out to be really, really good additions to our program.
Brandon, line of good players wanting to play with other good players. How much did Samaya's presence on this roster help out with any of these recruitments?
Well, Samaya's presence helped, but I think Samaya's work in recruiting also helps. Success on the court and in recruiting is a team effort, and we have a terrific staff. Our players are heavily involved and want to be involved in recruiting. And then I really think you also have to understand, especially in today's climate, the importance of administrative support, and then also the support of fans and boosters to be able to succeed in recruiting and put together a class like this.
With Jalea, you've recruited her for several years. What about her skill set stands out to you most?
Well, it doesn't take long to identify her as an elite prospect just by watching her change into the floor. Can really, really run. It looks effortless, So I think, what she was early in her high school career is much different than what she's become. She's just continued to add more layers, to her game. And she's been terrific around the basket her whole career, but now she's been able to move away and stretch it all the way to the 3. She's really good in transition, as good a rebounder in this class as we felt like there was in the country, and then has the quickness to defend multiple positions.
And with Keely, you guys offered her in 2020. What was it about her then that you saw, and how has she progressed over the years?
That's a family that has been on campus many, many times. Obviously, her sister is at K-State, so they've been coming to late night for a long time. And, Keely's just a terrific shooter, really sets up her game. I think you got to play her tight, or she's going to make threes. And then I think, just has the athleticism and the explosiveness to create everything from there.
Samaya KC, Jalea KC, what does that say about the area? What does that mean for your future of keeping girls home and recruiting Kansas City?
Well, we tried for a lot of years unsuccessfully, and fortunately in Samaya's class we felt like we got the best player in Kansas City. In this class we feel like we've got the best player in Kansas. And we really hope that over the next few classes we can do the same, because there's some terrific, terrific talent, not only in our state but in our area, and especially in the Midwest.
And then, you were able to do sort of the flip side. You pulled Keeley out of Norman away from OU and OSU, and you were able to keep Jalea home. I mean, what does that mean about, I guess, the development of this program as a whole, and sort of your ability to go kind of anywhere and recruit anybody you want? I mean, is that where you're at now?
Well, I think we've really made a greater effort to recruit, I would say, within driving distance of Lawrence, Kansas. I think all four of these guys can jump in the car and get here, obviously. I think that they're drawn to our culture. I think they're drawn to the trajectory of the program. But I also think that they see an opportunity to take it to new heights, and hopefully to places that this program has never been, and I think that's appealing to them.
Do recruiting wins like this and a recruiting class like this bring momentum into the current locker room and current season?
I think it can. I think it's a big week and a lot of attention, but we still have some really important games to play. Right now we're really banged up and we're not at full strength, so we're trying to do everything we can to get healthy.
Yeah, just following up on that, I mean, how challenging has it been, especially when you have so many newcomers to begin with, to not have a full arsenal at this point in the year?
It's challenging, especially just from a practice standpoint, not being able to go as long as you probably need to this time of year and get the amount of reps that you want. So we have to look for other ways to grow and progress, whether that be in the film room or, more walkthrough type situations.